Cricket as a sport is played as a profession primarily in countries that are part of the Commonwealth or formerly under the rule of the British Empire. The sport does not have a wide-reaching following, but still attracts an impressive number of viewers, mostly from the Indian subcontinent. The first World Cup that was played was in 1975 and started with 8 participants. That hasn't improved much since then. With just 10 countries competing for the 2019 World Cup. The first person of color to have lifted the World Cup is also the captain of the first team to have won the World Cup, Sir Clive Lloyd of the 1975 West Indies team. Clive was born on 31st August 1944 and went to Chatham High School in Georgetown. Unless you have read his biography, little has been shared about his upbringing, but when his father, who was a chauffeur, died, Clive was just 15 and had to drop out of school early to support his family by working.
People must know how you evolved and such, and it's quite interesting, I think, and it just shows that, I didn't come from a really sort of wealthy family, but I managed to achieve the things I wanted to, and that's just from by dint of hard work and more or less trying to achieve the goals.
While his father was never a cricket enthusiast, his mother was, and could have been the encouragement Clive needed to continue finding time to play the game at his local club.
People we were living next door to had a gap in the fence, so we used to bowl in one yard, one backyard, and then bat in the other. So, and then the gap got wide in the fence, so then we had a fairly big field.
After playing club cricket, he made his cricketing debut for Guyana in 1963 and played his first match against India in 1966. By 1968, he moved to England after being scouted, where he continued to play club cricket for the rest of his career. When Clive was given the captaincy of the team in 1974, his appointment was not universally accepted. Some criticized his lack of education and suggested that more academically qualified players should lead their team. Clive would dismiss his naysayers by leading the team to consecutive world titles in 1975 and 1979. His captaincy was also the start of West Indies' long run of dominance in cricket up to the 90s.
Had Clive Lloyd played his last test in the West Indies, he couldn't have expected a better farewell than he received yesterday.
Fine career coming to an end.
It means to me that you've played your sport well.
Since his retirement, Clive continues to be an ambassador for the game in various roles, as a coach, referee, and TV presenter. Clive is a member of the Commission of Racial Equality and does community work to help the unemployed. In 2020, he would receive a knighthood for his services to cricket.